everyone, and welcome to another edition of the What If Roundtable. The real what if is the friends we made along the way. I'm MasakoX, and joining me is Havarok.
Hello.
Hello. Unfortunately, Sophie can't be with us today. She is out on the town, being very sociable, I'm sure. Yeah, she doesn't want to hang around with us Dragon Ball nerds.
Nerds.
Yes, it's okay because we're calling ourselves nerds. We can get away with it. You know, it's all right. We're nerds. We can get away with it. Yeah. So, if you're new to the channel, first of all, I'd like to say welcome. And this is the What If Roundtable, where your what if ideas can end up becoming videos in their own right. For example, the latest What If Raditz went to Earth instead of Goku was born from many people on this very live stream, and I think at least a few of the what ifs that we have made have been born from this live stream. So you never know, you might end up being inspiring the next big what if story by one of your questions. And we do have our moderators in the chat. We have Gobi and Red Dragon. I can see, of course, Hav is paying attention to the chat.
Yep.
So even if you're not able to do a super chat, which does help support the channel, we do pay attention. And Cinderbat, I do see you in there. We are working on your Ben 10 short. Hav's contributed his thoughts, and I shall be writing my part of the short as well. So
yeah,
we have been coming up with your things, so we have not forgotten you. So we have had that. I suppose I could tell you all. I've actually been commissioned to do an audiobook. So it's a book that will be. It's about 137,000 words long. It's a biggie. It's definitely a big one, and I'll let you know more when I can. But let's just say, Gobi, it's very, very long, and it's full of Sanskrit and lots of East Asian pronunciations, and not Japanese. It's hard. You'll love it, Gobi. I'm sure you will, because you are very learned. Red Dragon, I'd like to see you say 137,000 words, thank you.
Red Dragon, record an audiobook.
Yeah, I mean, this is my first audiobook. So this is, like a what if script, a typical what if script, about like 2,500 words, usually, about 2,500. You know, so that's usually kind of tricky. It's okay, Gobi. No, I think you quite like this. So hopefully it'll be out sometime in July. I'll give you more information about when that comes up. But I'm excited. It's my first audiobook. It's going to be great. It's going to be great. It's cool. All right. Okay. Let's get things rolling. With, first off, Viper Phoenix. With, not to be that guy, but moment of silence for Samuel Wright, VA of Sebastian the Crab from Little Mermaid. Yes, of course. Yeah. Big tragic loss to the voice acting world. So, moment of silence, please, for Samuel Wright. All right. Thank you so much, everybody. Moment of silence for Samuel Wright. VA of Sebastian the Crab. Right. But thank you, Viper. Thank you, Viper, for the suggestion.
Yeah.
Right, Gobi. What if Dragon Ball had a mix of martial arts and wild racing like Initial D with hot Eurobeat music? Hey, you can go back and have a look at the video I did for Dragon Kart 64, where it was Mario Kart 64 mod. And at the beginning, instead of Mario going, "Welcome to Mario Kart," it's Vegeta going, "Welcome to the end of your life." I mean, what more do you need to say? Go check out.
Kakarot, do you like my car? My car.
Yeah, Kart Karot. Yes, I'll leave now. But now it was actually a really fun mod. Really good, good game. A lot of fun.
Yep.
All right. Okay. Next one is Gobi again. What if Zamasu/Black adopted the view of Wabi Sabi? It can be a possibly corrupted or uncorrupted view. I've heard that term before, Wabi Sabi. I think it's like almost a what will be mentality. Wabi Sabi is a worldview centered on acceptance of transience and imperfection. Oh, okay. So, like, if they were like, you know, it is what it is. I mean, if they did, there wouldn't really be a problem. You know, Zamasu wouldn't have gone bonkers and would have been like, you know, okay, all right. I think they would have pretty much settled with their lot, really. So there wouldn't really be much of a story. The whole point was Zamasu wanting to try and get perfection and justice. If Zamasu just to go like, you know, things are imperfect, that's just the way they are, then he really wouldn't have done anything.
Yeah.
To be honest. I mean, you know, it would be good and healthy for him, but it wouldn't make for a good story. Viper, Pluperfect Cell, aka Perfector Cell. What do you think of Pluperfect Cell, aka Perfector Cell? What do you think of this power? 21. Smirks. I don't know. Ask my kids. Cell turns around. What? Maito and Condra. Fusion. Ha! Oh man, Maito and Condra fusing. The true powerhouse. The fear, the terror of biology students everywhere. Mitochondria.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm actually in the process of writing the continuation, so I won't spoil what will happen. But
yeah,
I think a lot of you guys will like what follows, and
I will certainly add my little touch to it because it's a good story, and you know, hopefully, eventually, we will have those the mitochondria grow up a bit. We'll have that because we've not really explored it. It's never really been explored how they grow up. So you know, we might tackle that for End of Z or something like that. Well, yeah. Okay. Viper Phoenix again. From the makers of Monkey and Slug and Ginyu Super Sentai Speedy Delivery Force comes the new hit show, 2 Monkeys, a Namekian, and a Cupcake Shop. Okay.
Wow.
You know, 2 monkeys, a Namekian, and a cupcake. And it's like, well, I hate to break it to you, Goku, but I don't really like sugar.
It's okay. I've heard those people. They may be weird, but we do this thing called sugar fry. Is that a thing, Vegeta?
Kakarot, of course there is. Just
whatever you say, Vegeta. I think it's all bonkers, but you know, some people like this sugar-free thing. I mean, hey, I'll buy it to you. Just don't eat my ones, okay? Okay.
Well, it wouldn't exactly be a shop if you didn't want people to buy the cupcakes, right?
Oh, that's how it works.
Oh, Goku. Oh, you're so incorrigible. Alright, okay. Next up is Gobi. What if Goku learned to better utilize his combative perception and became a truth wizard while training under Kami, allowing him to see through enemy deception and, on a comical level, unintentionally irritate his friends in a lie when they might be trying to save face? Oh, what, like just being unashamedly honest with people? And like, he sort of does that anyway, like through enemy deception. Like with Broly, he goes, I know you're not evil, I know you're holding back. Like, he can tell with these kind of things, but
I mean, he wouldn't give Moro a sense of.
Yeah, no, he would definitely wouldn't have given Moro a sense, and we would have all been happier for it.
Bad goat, bad cheating goat. You don't cheat me, bad goat.
Yeah, exactly. It would actually lend some credence to the theory of, you know, Goku getting angry at Moro's fight, because that was actually an interesting little plot thread theory that we had. Like, Goku getting angry at the fact that Moro wasn't playing by his rules. Yep. Okay, Gobi saying a truth wizard is a person who could identify deception with exceptional accuracy of at least 80% or higher. Well, I suppose really it would just be like, just kind of, just enhancing what we already got, really. Just putting a bit more magical stuff to it. And Dragon Ball could always do with some extra magic. Viper Phoenix. Silly scenario. Revelation F scene where they use the Hollow Deck for a day, and Yamcha gets stuck inside with a Hollow Freezer that is way too much into him. Oh, that'd be a nice little side story. But you know, I do want to have a side story where there is a Freezer from another dimension, which is Little Karibo and my Freezer. That'd be fun. That'd be fun. I really want to do that for a future one. And I wish more people would listen to Revelation F. We need more people watching.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we have so much fun writing those things. We just need more people, watching it. I mean, would you folks be down to, with a full season compilation at the end of it all? Get people caught up? Anyway. Viper Phoenix. Zamasu insulting Bulma. The gang. Angry. Bulma. The gang are angry. Bulma somehow defeats Zamasu. The gang. What? Bulma. Ladies don't start fights. We end them. Well, I mean, she's not wrong, to be fair. Viper Phoenix again. Considering how connected Super has made Saiyans with Beerus, do you think it's possible OG Super Saiyan was also a gift from the gods, maybe? I don't really know, to be honest. I mean, I suppose it might have been like a bone that they threw at the Saiyans or something like that. But I feel like
the question is, the whole origin of God Ki, because because God Ki is like possibility of becoming a god.
Yeah.
It's not something like see that. Okay, Kais and angels are outright divine creatures, but at the same time, gods of destructions were all mortals, as far as we know.
Yeah, exactly.
So,
that's that's kind of the crux of it at the moment. Yeah, it's just
what I do think Super Saiyan God is because Saiyans are very susceptible to transforming. Is their bodies reacting to God Ki and creating those forms.
So it's kind of like outside stimulation almost.
Yeah.
Viper again. You think the Namekian that lives with Granola is a super Namekian, considering he's old enough to be pre-drought, and remember that Namekians aren't from Universe 7? I suppose really he probably wasn't aware that other Namekians were still alive. Like, if he were pre-drought, he might have heard about the whole drought thing, but...
Also, I'm sorry to be that guy. There's no such thing as super Namekians. It's a dubism.
Oh, I know, but, some people need to define Lord Slug with power because he's Lord Slug.
Yeah. Yep. Thank you, Lord Slug. Go, Team Slug.
Yeah. Sorry. Well, I kind of... Slug! But more kudos needs to be given to Lord Slug. Right, Viper Phoenix. No, it's actually Craig Twitchell. What if Gine took both Raditz and Goku to Earth? Well, if Gine took basically them all to Earth, they probably would just live on the planet and just keep themselves to themselves, really. I mean, Gine's got a lot of survival instinct, so does Raditz. Really, they're sort of they're perfect for being able to blend in and not really necessarily cause too much trouble. So it would actually be relatively boring. Just, a mother and her two kids just, existing. Be nice for a reality TV show. Craig Twitchell. What if in the What If Trunks met young Bulma, he never fled to the future after ending Gero? Or if Cronoa popped him back in, you mean, right before then? I mean, Cronoa does sort of, pull things out of a butt sometimes when it comes to time travel, to be fair. Well, if he actually had the balls and stayed behind, he probably would have actually just probably made up for his mistakes and errors. But really, at that point, he's sort of gone a bit mad with power. So he sort of was, he felt like he needed to leave because he wasn't really helping anybody. But if he did want to redeem himself, he could easily have stayed and slammed down Vegeta just to kind of put him in his place. Probably would have been quite cathartic in a way.
Yeah.
But I feel like Cronoa didn't want to be too condemning of him, giving him one more chance to sort of do that timeline correct, but also give him the consequence of no, you don't get to go home. You get to fix this. If you do well, you'll have a good life. If you don't, I'll erase you, and no one will even know you were born. So, there you go. You made your bed, now you gotta lay in it. I felt like that was a good compromise.
Yep.
Viper. What if as Piccolo got older and maybe wants kids, he spits out eggs, but also split Kami and Nail into the eggs, thus reincarnating them as his own children? I don't know about that. I don't know whether there'd be any kind of grave consequences of that if, were to do that, if he split off the essence of Kami and Nail. because those fusions are kind of important. So
And kinda they become one being. Of course, like we have a hint that yes, there are some residual, memories of them inside of him, but it's not like it's not like in DBZA they faded. They are, like aspects of him rather than separate beings, and I think he would. I don't know if he could do it without weakening himself.
yeah,
No.
it's a bit of an unknown quantity, really. But the little fun fact for DBZA, we did have that whole thing about Nail for kind of disappearing into his subconsciousness. Good, just in case the joke and people didn't react well to it. Like, if it turned out not to be funny, we just have like, oh, Nail would just blend into the background and stuff. So we had a get out clause for Kami and Nail in case that didn't work out. So yeah, nice little backup there.
Yeah.
Right, Craig Twitchell. What if Kreezer joined Captain F's crew? I'd probably put him as a Wesley Crusher type character. You know, he's the kind of guy who wants to always be impressive and stuff, and he's the Gary Stu almost. You know.
Mr. Crusher.
And, shut up, Kreezer! All that kind of stuff. Ensign Kreezer, report to the bridge. All that stuff. He'd just be the Wesley character, really. Viper. What if Jarko's entire family spoke just like him? Oh, man. He'd give the Frigidarians a run for their money. And no joke, all the Frigidarians talk like that. The one you saw in episode 6. They all talk like that. If they all talked like that, it would be a very irritating sort of party. And, but it is very much becoming for a super elite. And all that stuff. Jake Beam. What if Paragus and Broly were exiled to Earth instead of Vampa? They wouldn't have been living off of bug juice or anything like that. They probably might have been able to have a decent upbringing. Yeah, with the nice atmosphere and all that stuff. Paragus would have probably kept quiet and stuff. But if Broly was training and whatnot, I'm pretty sure the Dragon team would have come across him. And they would have found, they would have found out about the Saiyans much sooner. And probably, Kakarot and Broly would have become friends in a way. So there might not have been a need for that kind of metal collar or anything like that.
Metal cooler. Oh my gosh, it was a hint all along.
Oh no! Ant Litton.
Sorry.
No, it's alright. It had to be done. Ant Litton. What if Tony Stark was in Dragon Ball or Dragon Ball Z? Well, we sort of had that with Bulma. But in all reality, if Tony Stark were in Dragon Ball, there'd be giant metal robots everywhere. There'd be Hulk Busters and stuff like that, or Sire Busters. Yeah, exactly.
He would try to revive his parents with Dragon Balls, and it, it would require some other characters to be around, Also, he would totally find a way to disable Jiro's androids remotely.
Yeah, no, he would have definitely taken the easy way out when it came to Dr. Jiro. Like, he would have been like, hey, I don't care. I could just use my technology to get rid of him. Yeah, what's the problem there? Yeah, he would have seen no issue with getting rid of him.
Think about sorry. I had an insane idea.
Go on.
Insane idea. If you had Stark saving 16 and upgrading him into becoming an armor mech for Krillin.
Oh man.
Ultimate Brobot combo.
The ultimate Brobot. Oh man, that'd be a bit deep. Right, Cinderbat. What if Yamcha wished to be a Frieza race member? Okay.
I'm sorry, that's a new one.
If Yamcha wished to be a Frieza race member, well,
huge potential, huge durability.
Yeah, huge durability, and able to transform. He would certainly be relevant to the entire.
Yeah, we don't know because if he was a regular member, we know that Cold and Frieza are mutants. We don't know about Frost. And maybe they do not transform. Maybe just like in Xenoverse, they had that one form. So, huge potential, huge durability, but...
They would at least have the ability to go golden, at least.
Yeah.
They had
Golden Yamcha.
Yeah, golden nuggets. Ruben Mendez. What if Broly was sent to Earth instead of Vampa? Well, we actually just sort of covered that, Ruben, already, but in short, Broly might have had a better chance at having a stable life. And he would have definitely been coming into contact with the Dragon Team, because Roshi would have been able to sense him and be like, oh man, that's a big power. And the revelation of the Saiyans would be old news by the time Raditz showed up. Let's just say that. Dark Snake. What if Code Geass did a secret crossover with DBZ and Android 18 and 17 parents with Lelouch and the blonde president? Well, you know, Android 17 would definitely like to be at soup. Let's just say that. Yeah. So random that Purple Eyes' thing has transcended abridging. It has now become a meme in its own right. But I suppose just more giant robots and all that stuff. And, you know, Android 18 or the Rebellion, yada, yada, yada. Sort of like, you know, bit more twists and turns almost. You know, and lots more pretty moments. Loads of sparkles. Wild Wolf Gaming. What if DBZ Broly was somehow a member of Frieza's army? It would have been an interesting twist, almost like having Broly as a sleeper agent. Like, giving the Saiyans, like, oh, here is your chance for ultimate domination with this one potential Saiyan. But I know that you, King Vegeta, will never actually embrace this one because it's a threat to you. So, dangling the one thing that could possibly stop Frieza, and then King Vegeta never does it because of his pride. I can imagine Frieza doing that, like, as a plant.
Of course.
Yeah, giving like the Saiyans a chance to win, but then they don't take it. I can so see them doing that. Kirby163, on behalf of the Ultimate UI, what if Xenomorphs were in Dragon Ball? Well, they are. Third form Frieza. Anybody? I mean, there you go. But if there
also, you know, like if Xenomorphs take power from characters, like if any Saiyan would be silly enough to allow you know Facehugger to plant some eggs, we would have a very powerful Xenomorph on our heads. On the other hand, what if we had Xenomorphs?
Oh,
you know?
man.
They turn you into Xenos.
Oh, man, that'd be terrifying.
Yeah, even more so.
Well, we'll definitely be having a sci-fi staple appearing in Revelation F in a couple of episodes' time,
Yeah.
so do look forward to that. Speaking of, Dark Snake says, what if in Revelation F that Frieza got so drunk that, as the mechanic to give the AI a body, then marries her? Oh, wow. Okay. Like, in a drunken stupor, Frieza, like, says, You know what, Shiraz? I love you. Let's get hitched. Oh, Captain. I mean, would it make any sense? Kit, go make me a body for Shiraz. Droidy boy, you're drunk. But hey, yeah, you know, I'm not doing anything tonight. Why not? And then does that. And then it turns out to be a horrible dream. But yeah.
Yeah.
It would take a lot of wine to get Frieza drunk, though.
Yeah.
Okay. Monkey Bonobo Gorilla. What if Luke Skywalker trained with Master Roshi? How would techniques like the Kamehameha change things? I can imagine that almost being a thing, like doing a one-handed Kamehameha. You use the lightsaber, and then you do like a quick Kamehameha to stun your opponents.
Yeah, you know, you see, the thing with the Force is like you can accelerate all your other things, so he could like accelerate every single technique. So probably, you know, he could you know, change the direction of Kamehameha more easily than the Saiyans initially did, or the whole Jiren's, you know, punching without punching you.
No, definitely.
The thing is, he would be powerful, but I don't think he would have anything we haven't seen before in Dragon Ball. That's the sad reality.
Yeah, unfortunately, he wouldn't really, and he wouldn't be innovating. That's for sure. Okay. Grant Emil, what if Jarko took Goku to be raised as a galactic patrolman? I think Goku would hate it because there's a lot of red tape. Say, yes, young Saiyan baby, I have now introduced to you my favorite part of the day, and that is Red Tape Tuesday. Bureaucracy, bureaucrat, almost. You know, that's all that Goku would do. Jarko would just make him into his dog's body and do all the paperwork that he doesn't want to do. I can totally see him doing that. So, I feel really bad for him. It wouldn't be fun if Jarko was his guardian. Let's just say that. Milliard Luman. What if the Z fighters found Kami's lookout early and trained with Goku during the 3-year time skip to the 23rd Tenkaichi Budokai? I don't really know. I think Kami would have probably told everyone to get lost because this was like him and Goku's training. And it's just not part of the deal. I think it was just like, you know, at that time, Goku was the only worthy one to train with Kami. This was not like the Saiyan saga when Kami was just like, you know what, I'm desperate. Let's just get everyone up here. So, back in the day, I think he would have just turned them away. Like, that, either that or get him to do the Ultra Divine Water test. Yeah. Might have had some casualties. Maybe.
Like, he would at least give them the testing if they got there, you know, by their own strength. I think he would respect that, but...
Yeah, Gobi says Kami chasing them away with his cane. It's like, you punk kids, get off my lawn! Kami, you don't have a lawn. It's tiles. Get off my tiles, you kids! Yeah, there you go. Mason S. What if Goku's enemies never befriended him, including Yamcha, Tien, etc.? I'd probably have to play the sound because there wouldn't really be much of a story. Unfortunately, Goku kind of getting more friends along the way, it'd be a very lonely time. Like, it would just be really Goku and Bulma and Krillin. But even then, Krillin was an enemy of Goku for a while, like a nemesis. Yeah. So really, it would have just been the Goku and Bulma show. There wouldn't really have been any friends.
Yep.
Craig Twitchell, can we get a Deathcraft what if or more Deathcraft in the Tournament of Power?
I love the Craft love. Maybe someday.
Well, maybe one day. Brendan Little, Freezer. I still can't believe we were stuck on Zune for so long. We should have been gone in no time. It is now a bad time to bring up your history on judging how long things take.
If you promise never to talk about this again, I will agree with you.
That can be done. The less talking, the better. There you go.
This is so good that almost sounds like the actual dialogue.
I mean, to be honest, hey, I voiced both the characters, so it sounds about right. That's the best thing. I voiced 2 of the characters, so there you go. I can actually have a proper dialogue. Sacred Saiyan. Revelation F is Pog. Oh, thanks, Sacred Saiyan. Yeah, next week is going to be mixing up episode 7. That's a good one. Let's just say Yamcha puts his foot in it. And gets Chilai sad. No one makes Chilai sad on our watch. NPC 218. What if Krillin wasn't offed by Tambourine? I imagine probably the best... it would have probably put in less peril for that saga. I'd say at the very least if Krillin was wounded by Tambourine, but he was still, like, walking wounded almost. I think Goku would still try and avenge his friend.
I mean, the problem is that if Krillin wasn't killed by Tambourine, then Goku would be killed by Tambourine.
Yeah, I mean, somebody would need to fall to Tambourine.
And that would be an interesting story when Krillin, Tien, Yamcha, and the rest of the team needs to deal with King Piccolo.
Yeah, no, exactly. It could be an interesting twist, so you could see. Draco 409, and it's another Krillin. What if Krillin got immortality on Namek? Probably if he did, then I imagine the Dragon team would have gotten really angry with him, and they would say, "You wish away your immortality the moment we get back to Earth," you know. And he would say, "Oh no, I can't because we wish them on the Namekian dragon. You know, it's more powerful than our dragon, so oh well." I say, "No, not a problem," Elder Mori says. "We can do that for you." Shut up, shut up.
I mean, if 18 is virtually immortal, then like eternal in the sense of age, then hey, like they can be happy for eternity.
Yeah, they could be in theory. Doje Me. Hey Masako, it's me, Eternal Apprentice. I got my username updated. Oh, cool. Anyways, I've always wanted to share a concept of mine with you, if that's okay. Yeah, sure. Just share it with me over Twitter, and I'll take a look. Kirby163 on behalf of Frank P82WI. What? Oh no, Frank P82. What if Chi-Chi remarried post Cell games? If she did, then I'm pretty sure that Goku wouldn't be upset. But you know, I think he would just be a bit confused. But then he would understand that he was going to be gone, and that he'd want Chi-Chi to be happy. So, I don't think he'd get angry or anything like that. Like I think a lot of people would. So.
No, and I think he would, like, he wouldn't be, so inclined to return home, and I think he would be training more with Vegeta or alone, or like when Vegeta would be needed for his family. Goku would spend all his time at Whiz's place.
He really would. I mean, that sort of makes sense.
Yeah.
Alright, Vandalia. What if after the Red Ribbon was defeated, they infiltrated Capsule Corps like Hydra did with S.H.I.E.L.D. in the MCU? I mean, to be honest, I really wouldn't be surprised if that happened. Because, I mean, that sounds like a good idea to ape a comic book thing. Like, surely, that could be a really interesting twist for the future.
I mean, isn't in Kakarot, isn't Android 21 working in Capsule Corps? I think she is, as the female scientist. I think she's working for Capsule Corp.
Does she?
Let me check. I'm almost sure.
Well, we'll have to double check that. We'll fact check that. But if that is the case, then hey, that sort of answers your question there, Vandalia. We'll come back to that. NPC218. What if Krillin was raised by Grandpa Gohan instead of the Orion Temple? Probably he would have been much less of a jerk, and he would have probably had a better upbringing, like much more forgiving and whatnot. So, apparently Kirby says yes, Android 21 is in Kakarot. Okay, thanks for the clarification, Kirby, and good work, Hav. Okay, Tiara Starbrighter. What if Gine brought Goku and Raditz to Earth? Then probably Nappa gets sent at the beginning of DBZ. Goku, Gine, Raditz versus Nappa is not boring. I mean, to be honest, it would be an interesting thing to kind of like almost like, good sort of twist almost to bring everything together. So, I could see that being a bit of fun. But if Gine brought Goku and Raditz to Earth, it'd be a very quiet affair because I think that that Gine wouldn't want to rock the boat and draw attention to herself. She doesn't seem that kind of a person. So, I feel like there really wouldn't be much going on with them around. Would you think, Hav?
Yeah, I agree. I agree. Like, Gina just wants. Like she comes across somebody who just wants a stable life.
Definitely.
Too much of, She will defend her loved ones if it's needed, but other than that,
she wouldn't go looking for trouble. Let's just say that.
Yeah.
Grant Emil, what if future Bulma went back to the past in Super, Trunks staying to help defend against Goku Black? It probably would have been a bit more meta for Bulma to like see her past self.
It would be super meta for Vegeta.
Yeah, no, that would definitely be the case. I mean, it'd be a definitely curious venture, but I feel like also it would be, I don't know, it's not what people want. They want more future Trunks. But
on the other hand, you can write a very good story of Bulma, like Bulma seeing her and Vegeta as an actual working couple, which would be a shock for her.
I mean, yeah, okay, that is true. It would you could write a story out of it. I mean, but it's not the story that the audience would want. Yeah. But it would make for a sort of compelling story for us, really. We'd like.
I would say that one of the returns into the past, they could fit Bulma getting there.
Yeah.
At least once.
Yeah.
And Trunks staying for they had three travels into the future, so they could fit her in.
Yeah. Okay. Let me just Okay. It's Dark Snake. What if Raditz and Goku went to Earth together? Would Raditz and Bulma be a thing, or Raditz and Launch? Well, I am writing part 2 of What If Raditz Went to Earth Instead of Goku, so watch this space about that one. Just saying. Raditz does turn into a big, strapping 6'1" boy. Let's just say that. 18 years old and Bulma's 16. So, teenage romance, maybe.
Teenage Mutant Ninja
You know?
Turtles.
Another chance for our Kevin to be able to wax lyrical as Raditz. Any more excuses to do that, the better. Because this channel is a Raditz appreciation place. It's a Raditz safe space. Let's just say that. Again, we need Justin Cook to do an intro to any Raditz What If. Like, just like,
Yeah.
This is Justin Cook as Raditz, and I approve this message. So, okay. Panda Walk. Joke What If. What if Dragon Ball characters are literally their name puns? Would Frieza be a refrigerator or an ice cube? Well, he'd be a chest freezer, certainly. Because he's not named refrigerator, he's a freezer. So he'd be, you know, he'd be a chest freezer that you would store bodies in because he kills so many people. I store the bodies of my victims within my own body. That way I remember how self-important I am. Yes.
They are always next to the pickles.
Yes, because I need to keep... I am organized. After all, I am an emperor.
Also, can you imagine poor Piccolo communicating just by whistling?
Yes, exactly.
Just by flute whistling.
Yeah, Monster Carrot trying to turn Kakarot into a carrot.
Ha! Joke's on you! I'm already a carrot!
Oh no! Yeah, the only person who is immune to his thing because he's already a carrot.
Yeah.
It would and Bulma would just be like a pair of bloomers on a bit of stick, just in the wind, shooting the breeze.
Think about future Trunks.
Oh man. Grandpa Gorilla Vapor. What if Launch married Goku? Well, we've talked about this a couple of times. I feel like at first it would be a bit of a weird relationship, but I feel like Launch would actually sort of gravitate well to Goku's eccentricities almost. She would certainly be quite an independent relationship, definitely. Because I think Goku would be quite understanding and very, you know, very flexible.
Especially that she has her own eccentricities.
Yeah.
And I feel although Chi does have her eccentricities, she is kinda afraid of them. Like she's kinda ashamed of her eccentricities.
Yeah, no, she is quite highly strung. Let's just say that. Alright, Kirby163. What if the Mothable worked as intended on Zamasu, i.e. they had the seal, but Trunks and Mai, since she was assisting, was killed as a result of using it? I feel like if one of them did die, I feel like that it would have to be done, because already so many people had died in this whole thing. Neither Trunks or Mai would be selfish like that to go like, no, I can't do that, I love her, and all that stuff. So I feel like they would still do it for the good of mankind. So I don't think they would relinquish that almost. Would you say, Have?
Yeah, you know. Needs of the many.
Needs of the many. It is very true. Darksnake X5 coming in with the $50 super chat. Thank you. Saiyan Bulma. I am Saiyan Elite. I am far beyond your low class, Saiyan Chi-Chi. Even a low class can surpass an elite with enough hard work. Oh, bow chicka wow. Yeah. Saiyan Bulma and Saiyan Chi-Chi. If this were a typical 13-year-old fanfiction, they would start making out by now. They really would. If this was on Wattpad. Which it isn't. Hey, if we're going to be doing that, I would then need to bring out something for the Lemon Tree. Or the Lemon Grove. Need to make an animation for that. If one of these days, YouTube becomes really, really flexible with their own terms of service, and means that you can monetize more things, then I will produce MasakoX's Lemon Grove. And I will do that for my more raunchy what-ifs. You know, I will do that. But for now, we've got to temper ourselves. But there you go. Thank you so much, Dark Snake. Shark Jumping Walrus. Here's a little writing prompt. A timeline where Perfect Cell won, but the second wish was put on hold, allowing Cell to wish for a proper challenge. I suppose really it would keep Earth around for a little bit longer, and, you know, shows Cell out to be somebody who genuinely wants to have a good fight.
He would get Dabura because they're roughly at the same power level.
Yes, so he would get Dabura. So, hey, Perfect Cell versus Dabura. Two massive jawlines. going at each other. Certainly be a battle for the ages. Richard Dawson. What if Tien accepted Roshi's offer to join the Turtle School? Well, if he did, he probably would have learnt the Kamehameha, because that's a prerequisite. And I feel like he'd be a good student for Roshi. Maybe even Roshi might say he's too good in a way. He's like too disciplined. And he would like say, yeah, Ten-Chinon, you need to lighten up. You know, have a beer, or OJ, or apple juice, whatever the dub chooses it to be.
Or a gummy bear.
Oh, now Nappa's head. Wait, what the hell? Yeah, one of those.
I love this gag.
Yeah. Oh. Paparacha. What if Zeno included Goku in on the plan and Universe 7 agreed to be the heels of the tournament for guaranteed survival and to fight more? Also, what if they just like went with the whole thing that they were the bad guys and then Zeno was like, hey, you get to survive no matter what? I don't think they would take it because I think Goku would want to willingly, fight these people.
Yeah.
But I don't know. If he did that, it'd be depending on whether Zeno finds that really a cool thing. Like,
Wow, he's so cool!
or he just go,
If you don't do it, I'll erase your universe now.
he could go either way, Zeno, at that point.
That could be so funny, like Goku and Vegeta, playing villains and having Frieza teaching them. Okay, how do you do the laugh, Frieza?
It's like, Frieza, we need your help.
I'm sorry, what was that you said?
We need to...
We need to be villains. Oh, this is going to be fun.
Yeah. Paparacha again. First roundtable I caught in weeks. I want your opinion. Is Namekian fusion forbidden because there are so few Namekians? Probably, actually. I would say that's most likely the case. Yeah, it's just down to the scarcity of Namekians. They don't have any to spare. So I think fusion is just like a hot topic almost.
And they have a limited gene pool and all that stuff. So yeah, I think that is it. Although I feel that it changed under Muri, seeing having such a close dance with death. I think it's something that is allowed in special cases, like in Moro's case.
Yeah. No, agreed. Paparacha again. What if Future Trunks stopped his Barbody before going back in time to warn everyone about androids carrying the Z sword, which breaks free the old Kai? We might get Ultimate Trunks. About the android. Oh, so if he stayed in the future, just survived long enough for Barbody to come back and he trained and stuff, he'd be really super uber and he would have been able to take the androids of the past down by himself. It would have really been something else. Let's just say
if Dabura didn't took the androids and they didn't they could. I don't know if you need ki or spirit energy, but if you could use the infinite energy to power up Boo, Dabura would totally make 17 and 18 into generators.
Yeah, he certainly would. Okay, Paparacha. What if Guru had a rim of spirit in time? I imagine in a bottle. He let Gohan and Krillin use. I imagine if he did, that probably would be his equivalent of unlocking potential. He would just say, I have a chamber where you can unlock your potential. So it wouldn't be like an instant buff. Because if he had an instant buff and the Room of Spirit in Time, it would be a bit overpowered. I mean, it wouldn't be enough for Krillin and Gohan to suddenly get buff and stuff like that.
No! Bring me the bottle. Oh, Lord Guru. Oh, good grief, Lord Guru. It's 10 a.m. in the morning.
Why do you need to go to
the bathroom?
The
other bottle.
No, not the wee bottle. The special bottle. It's but it's not 420, Lord Guru. No! Stop being a smartass. Nobody likes a smartass. He's got a point there. No one really likes a smartass. No offense, Gohan.
None taken.
Paparacha. In Revelation F, Drunk Frieza got Kit to make him a power armor mode. He transforms into power armor. He basically turns into Tom from Toonami with the cool armor and stuff. And it's I was going through a phase.
I think it would be even funnier if Frieza transformed into a motorbike.
Oh man. He's he goes on the disguise.
a lot of people know who I am here. I have to go in disguise. And he's like, brum, 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 brum.
Droidy boy, can you be a little bit more convincing as a motorbike?
I don't know what a motorbike is. I don't know what one of those things are. You just told me what they do, and they go brim 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 brim.
Oh, this is so embarrassing.
Speak for yourself. Brim, 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 brim.
Just imagine motorbike Frieza. That like it's what we need.
He's a
It's what we
motorbot.
need.
He's motorbotting.
Yeah.
Frieza, maximize.
All that stuff. Alright. Smash Ultra. What if Ranch sneezing makes Super Saiyan stronger? Well, it is canon that Ranch got Super Saiyan the first time by sneezing. That was the trigger. Number 2. If we had a Dragon Saiyan, what if the Super Saiyan 4 fur got replaced with dragon skin? Oh, that'd be
Chaos.
That would be chaos and awesome. I mean,
Yeah.
Super Dragon Ball Heroes really needs to do that.
Yeah.
Super Dragon Ball Heroes really needs to do that, considering there is a glass dragon in Super Dragon Ball Heroes.
Hey, Super Dragon Ball Heroes. The major good thing that you have going for you are the designs. So
Yes, just be more crazy, please.
Yeah.
Just
yeah,
you're not crazy enough, Super Dragon Ball Heroes. Stop.
giving everyone black eyes with red irises is not that crazy.
It's not really. Paparacha. In Goku Married Bulma, what if Vegeta married Tights? I don't really know about that. I mean, we've not really got to that position in the What If yet, but I'll keep that in mind, Paparacha.
Yep.
Smash Ultra. What if there's an anime called Dragon Ball Cypher about characters named after letters and numbers like Zeto, Zero, and Neo? Well, in one dub, Goku was called Zero.
Yep.
Yeah, he was. I can't remember which. I think the Harmony Gold one, the Harmony Gold dub. He was
Because
called
he started from zero
Uh-huh.
to hero.
He became the hero.
Ah.
Paparacha. What if Hercule studied up under Haposai in Anything Goes martial arts? Oh, there would have been a trip to a Chinese hot spring, and Hercule would have turned into a Greek god. You know, transforms into a Greek god because he's Mr. Satan.
Yeah.
Oh, Hercule. Vandalia. In What If Future Pan went back to warn about cyborgs, how bigger would her Super Saiyan rage boost in seeing her dad would have been compared to what Trunks got? Probably if she saw the Gohan dying at the hands of the cyborgs, that probably would have been enough to do Super Saiyan rage.
Yep.
Yeah. Probably that would have been enough. Grant Emil. What if Mr. Popo wasn't making toast? He'd still be bereft, and he would still be going, all these squares make a circle. All these squares make a circle. Yeah, that's the thing that broke him out of that trance. Saint Fisto. What if the brain inside Android 20 was fake and Dr. Giro was on the moon? Oh, he'd be having Monster Carrot as his best friend. Like, joke's on you. I have got a secret scientific lab here on the moon. Yeah, he'd be there with all the whalers. I'm Jiro of the moon. I've got, android goons.
Oh my god, he would turn what's his name? Monster Carrot into an android.
He certainly would. Paparacha. What if GT Pan was sent back in time to limit the use of the Dragon Balls? That would be a bit of an interesting thing for her to try and convince the Dragon Team not to use the Dragon Balls. But, I mean...
That's the problem, because most of the usages were to revive victims. So Pan would have to do some, changing of the past and actually fighting the past the villains, which would go for quite some time, because even though we haven't seen Super Saiyan Pan in GT, she is quite strong when compared to whole DB and early Z. So
Yeah, but it's still a very unfortunate thing that that never happened in terms of seeing more people like that. Pan, that should have happened.
Yeah.
All right, okay. We got Sam Hennis. What if Goku hated being a Saiyan and its transformations, instead focusing on powering up his base form plus Kaioken instead of relying on transformations, only relying on Super Saiyan when he had no other choice? Well, that sort of was the case for the longest time in, before Boo. They only used Super Saiyan when it was needed. When it was called upon. But after that, they sort of just went into Super Saiyan by default after that post-Boo.
Yeah, I mean, if you think about it, like that's what he's trying to do now with Ultra
Mm.
Instinct. He's trying to get it, like he wants to have the same benefits he had in the mastered one in the base, because that's what real Ultra Instinct is. It's about. That's what angels have.
Yeah, ultimately, if you use Ultra Instinct perfectly, you don't use Mastered Ultra Instinct. You just use your own basic powers, but with Ultra Instinct quirks to it. So really changes the whole thing on its head, almost.
Yeah.
Really kind of subverts the whole concept of transformations.
Yep.
I mean, what are they thinking? They're not going to be selling as many toys.
Yeah.
I mean, why? I mean, it's boneheaded in my opinion, not from a marketing point of view. Papa Podo. If when Super returns, we get a scene of Trunks in his room and we can see Tapion's sword leaning against the wall in the background, without anyone calling attention to it, how would viewers react? Oh, people would react. Of course they would.
Yeah.
There'd be videos for days and days and days about the theories of Tapion's sword and where Tapion is right now, and oh my god, is Tapion canon now? Seriously.
I mean, Wrath of the Dragon is really easy to fit into the timeline.
Oh
One
yeah,
of the easiest movies.
BoJack. I mean, I always think that Cooler, BoJack, and Wrath of the Dragon are the 3 easiest movies to slot in the main timeline.
Yeah.
Those 3 movies you could easily add.
Yeah.
Though seriously. All right, Dark Snake with another $50 super chat. Right on, thanks, buddy.
Thank you.
Cronoa and Trunks discover the time rift and something fell out. Cronoa, oh no, we were too late. Trunks, huh? Something falls from the sky. Trunks catches it. Trunks, it's a kid. Unknown little girl. Mom, Papa. Cronoa and Trunks, Nani? I mean, I've seen weirder fan fiction. Imprinting for the win. I mean, come on. Full power Cronoa, one of best MILFs. Thank you very much. Full power Cronoa. I mean, come on. That was probably one of the most... What, sorry?
Nothing.
What? Hey, come on.
Carry on.
I'm a straight dude. I like women. I do. Full power Cronoa. Very nice. And very, very strong. Very, very strong. Not underrated, though. Unfortunately, didn't make my video because she's not underrated. She's not overrated either. She's perfectly somewhere in the middle. Hey, Sophie's not here to tell me off.
I know, but I feel like I feel we need like it's it's a Sophie slap.
Okay.
Somewhere in the galaxy.
All right. Okay, thank you. All right, Gobi. Yeah, we'll cut off the super chats in about 5 minutes. Yeah, this is your 5-minute call, everybody. Okay, Paparacha. What if Future 17 and 18 stole the time machine and went back instead of Future Trunks? I imagine probably if they did, they would probably just use this to, if they did, it would be because they were bored of their future, there was nothing to do. I don't think they would end up like, they wouldn't end up destroying this timeline again. They just use this one and say, well, hey, we've destroyed our world. Let's just, chill out here and stuff. They probably end up being quite peaceful.
Or even more destructive, maybe. If they went destructive, maybe 16 would be able to,
knock some sense
same
out.
then. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I think wasn't 16 initially strong? Yeah, he had to be.
He was stronger than both of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was like he was pretty much he was strong. He was about as strong as Semi-Perfect Cell. Well, no. He was stronger than Imperfect Cell. So, yeah. Smash Ultra. What if Trunks got renamed to Jack because it named after jacket and the briefs are named after clothes? Well, the briefs are named after clothes. They're named after undergarments, which are clothes. So, hey, Trunks gets named Jack. I mean, it's just, hey, it would mean that he'd even more reason to be good in the Arctic because he had a jacket. Because, hey, Jack's in the name. Jack by name, jacket by nature.
Dr. Coat.
Dr. Coat.
Dr. Lab Coat. It's shortened from Lab Coat.
Yes. Yeah, riding on the coattails. That's what I call people who are trying to be kiss-asses with me. They're riding on my coattails. Alright. Pandawok. What if Gohan wrote an origin comic book story about the Great Saiyan Man? P.S. Do you get my recommendations for the DBZ Dynasty fanfic? I didn't get your recommendations, Pandawok. No. If you can send them to me again via the Masako mailbag email, that'd be great. If he did, I can imagine him like coming up with some corny backstory, like somehow involving the Ginyu forces by anything but name, like, you know, foreign, weird aliens out in space came to Earth and then gave the crafts and knowledge of their peoples in their dying moments to one boy, and this boy became the Great Saiyan Man, the champion of justice, and all that stuff. Saint Fisto. What if the Z Fighters had access to the spacesuits from Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2? Oh, which ones were those? Have?
I'm checking. Can you explain again? Can you repeat again?
Oh, it's the what if they had the spacesuits from Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2, the Z Fighters? Can't quite I mean, what was their gimmick? Almost, yeah, with those suits.
Spacesuits. I don't remember. Don't remember the gimmick of those spacesuits.
No, I don't.
Do they mean those masks like the one he used on Yondu, like Star-Lord had that you can?
I guess
mask
maybe
and have a suit.
Yeah, I guess so. Well, I mean, if they did, the whole peril in space wouldn't be as much of an issue.
Yeah, like more space battles.
More space battles.
Everything in space.
All right, okay. Everybody, thank you very much for your contributions. The super chats are now closed. Thank you very much for your contributions, everybody. Let's get through these last ones. Okay. Mango Tree. What if Caulifla was Goku's sister and went to go with Goku to Earth, but Caulifla still had a potential from Universe 6? How would the story of Dragon Ball change from Dragon Ball to Z to Super? Well, there'd be a lot to unpack with this one. But if Caulifla had the potential, she just turned Super Saiyan 2 almost instantly after getting Super Saiyan, because that's how it worked apparently. She just got it. Because it's in our minds that Universe 6 Saiyans are more evolved Saiyans. They evolved away their tails and have perfected their whole like Bloodwave thing. So, I guess, Caulifla is just an evolved version of Goku, so Goku would therefore have that same potential too. So Goku would be even more overblown almost. Right, Matthew Gaylord. What if GT Pilaf's wish instead sent Goku's mind back in time to the beginning of Dragon Ball, memories intact? Redo of Saiyan? I mean, that would be a more compelling story in that, and quite like full circle almost. Like, they'd have to find a way of taking Goku's mind back to the future, but it would be a nice way of him reconnecting with his past and almost kind of like keeping him in check of never forgetting his friends. So, nice little trip down memory lane, I would say. Very wholesome.
Yep.
Podo. What if Kakarot was sent to planet Cereal and was found by Granola? With Granola recognized him as the son of the Saiyan who spared him and felt he had to return the favor? No, he wouldn't do that. He'd kill him. He'd do that. He'd kill him. He'd say, the only good Saiyan left is a dead Saiyan. So, bad end, I would say. Yeah, because we've got a discussion coming up probably next week that just shows that Granola has no care for Saiyans whatsoever. Like, he wants them all dead. Like, after all this time, he would just want them all dead.
Yep.
Unfortunately. Granola's too far gone. Paparacha, what if instead of wishing Piccolo to Namek, Krillin got the idea to wish Frieza into a human? Oh, that's a bit of a twist. But it depends on how much potential that, I mean, Frieza wouldn't be able to transform, but, you know, how much, would he still be quite strong? I mean, probably would be enough for Goku to bring him down, but it would be a nice little subversive twist, but we would then lose the Goku-Frieza fight, one of the legendary battles from Dragon Ball. But it would certainly be very funny, though.
Also, like, it's hard to say if the whole changing race thing works, especially that, like, Krillin couldn't. But again, he asked this on Shenron. He couldn't change 18 into
But I
humans.
think, Porunga might be able to do it. based on him being stronger than
Maybe.
Shenron.
Maybe.
Milliard Luman. What if King Piccolo birthed Piccolo Jr. a few days in advance? If he did, then he probably wouldn't have been as merciful, Piccolo Jr. I think he would have just been as evil as his father was.
And he wouldn't be in a reincarnation, so the whole thing of, oh, if Junior is gone, then Kami is gone wouldn't be a thing.
Yeah.
Because remember, that was kind of crucial, that we can't really kill this guy because we lose Kami and Dragon Balls.
Yeah. Podo mentioned also if Granola recognized as the son of the one who spared him. Probably even more reason to kill this babe.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, all the more reason to, because, like, you know, this is his own chance of, like, having some kind of, like, you know, catharsis almost. Like,
yeah. Also, we know that Granola was a kid, so he doesn't remember that this way, and I don't think he saw Bardock outside of his great ape form.
No, but if he did, and he did recognize Kakarot as his son, he would certainly need not be as forgiving. Like, no. Especially since those feelings would have been immediately raw. Panda Walk, if you send me a recommendation, can you send that me over Twitter? That'd be great. Homkomru. What if Vegeta came to Earth and mentored Goku? You haven't done many things with what is featuring mentor characters. Gine almost doesn't count. So it could be a fresh idea. Oh, yeah. I mean, if Vegeta went there to mentor Kakarot, it would certainly be, like, him lording it over Kakarot. Like, it wouldn't be a very wholesome, like, situation. He would certainly be very much, like, dominating Kakarot, lording it over, this low-class warrior. And then if he did turn out to be strong, he would then credit it to himself, saying, you know, oh, me as the Prince of all Saiyans, I am a really good tutor and mentor, and stuff like that. It wouldn't be a good relationship.
I think at such early age, he could break Goku, as in, you know, turn him into a more, less caring individual.
Yes, and it's also much more subservient. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. NPC. What if Vegeta made a wish on the Dragon Balls for his arm to be indestructible? His body could be damaged, obliterated, but his arm's always fine. Hey, that moment when Android 18 tries to break his arm, does nothing. She's like, ugh. And Vegeta is like, ha 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 ha. Big mistake, woman. Womp.
And she breaks it, and she breaks his other arm.
And it's like, and then she goes, huh? No! I should have wished for both of them.
Yeah.
Would have made for a cool shot, let's just say. Papa Podo. You ever notice how in the peel after R&R's Red Ribbon sagas, you know, when Bulma was 16, she dressed way skimpier and sexier than she did after the time skip? Oh yeah, because she was a randy teenager. She really was. She was so precocious. Like, she wanted a man. She wanted a boy. And she was like, really, really... An English phrase, a British one, gagging for it. Let's just say. She was incredibly smart, very, very good, and very, very talented, but she was still gagging for it. And that's nothing wrong with that. She's a teenager. She's very much at that time, you know, when she's very much exploring boys. And exploring Yamcha.
Yeah, and she saw some world and kind of matures.
Yeah, she definitely mellows out very quickly, though.
Yeah.
She gets over it very fast. Okay. But yeah, you do have a point, Podo. Okay. Milliard Laman. What if King Piccolo was reawakened during the Red Ribbon arc? Oh, if he was, I'd have to play the sound. That would not end well for anybody, quite frankly, because no one would be strong enough to be able to get to him. And they wouldn't have known about Yajirobe or Korin or Kami or anything like that, so unfortunately. Dojami, hear me out. What if Android 8 trained like Goku? If he did, I mean, the thing is, though, Android 8 is a robot and his body can only, like, improve so much without upgrades. So he might be able to learn techniques, but in terms of getting actually stronger and physically stronger, it wouldn't really work that way.
Yeah, remember, he's not an infinite engine.
No, he's not. Smash Ultra. What if there are characters named after colors like Azura, Onyx, and Captain Rojo? That's the name of my avatar. I mean, to be honest, it's kind of a surprise that that's not really happened yet outside of the Red Ribbon Army people. But I suppose that won't really happen because of the Red Ribbon Army. They've sort of done that already. And they wouldn't want to cause like confusion and stuff like that. So, unfortunately, I don't think that would end up being...
I bet with you that we are getting Mitians at some point. We'll get pork, chicken.
we had
kimchi.
Captain Chicken.
Yeah, but like people called after different meats or different soups.
Yeah. Podo, you didn't get a notification for it. Oh, well, that's weird. Yeah, YouTube's has been a bit screwy today. Like, I thought today's video would get a lot more views, but sometimes on Thursday I've seen this, it doesn't really get many views, so it's usually the day where they end up doing something screwy. I don't know what happens, but, Yeah, Jake, in the 25th World Martial Arts Tournament, End of Z, Captain Chicken. Look him up. You'll have a good time. He's one of my favorite characters in that little mini arc. Captain Chicken. Oh.
He's a chicken and a captain.
He's no poultry fighter, let's just say that. Okay, Paparazzi. Vegeta. I am a super elite. Jarko, Super Saiyan levels of rage. That's my effing line! And all that stuff. Sam Hennis. What if the two Zenos fused, becoming the next antagonist? If he did, then I think that would spell doom for everyone in the universe, because quite frankly, no.
Zeno, no.
Hey, but at least there aren't two Zenos. It'd be back to just one Zeno again, so that's something. And hey, Kirby, Elder Pilfer, I don't care. You like those puns, really. That's why you subscribe. That's why. You did. You know it. Smash Ultra. What if Universe 6 Saiyans are humans with Saiyan powers? I mean, to be honest, it would be an interesting thing, and it would also certainly explain... Yeah, Panda Walker retweet would do just fine, so long as it mentions me. It would explain some of the reasons why they don't have the tails anymore, like some sort of Dragon Ball Online affair. But again, we need to know more about Universe 6 Saiyans, but actually going there, that'd be great.
Yeah, but knowing that that those Saiyans are more peaceful and the humanity destroy themselves in a horrible nuclear war. In Universe 6, I have my doubts.
Yeah, but when in doubt, a wizard did it. Yeah,
Bobby did it.
Bobby did it, exactly. Vandalia. What if Super Saiyan transformed by morphing like Power Rangers? It would be infinitely more cool. It would be awesome. I love those transformation sequences. They're so epic. They're so fun to... Whenever I've done fan dubs and stuff like that, they're always the best to do. I always love those. So, hey.
They would have, costumes based on vegetables instead of dinosaurs. So ninja creatures or something. So
yeah, exactly.
Vegeta would have, a vegetable one.
A vegetable salad. Veggie salad. Vandalia. What if Super... Oh, no, we've done that. Red Lantern 161. Best what if Dragon Ball story. Mine's are movies and Dragon Ball Psy. I have to admit, I go back and watch the Frieza Turned Good one. I know it's one I've already done, but it's just the one I haven't the most fun with. It's the most original out of all of them, and that's the one I enjoy the most. I mean, even more than Raditz, quite frankly. I mean, Raditz and Ranch, that's always fantastic. It's always part of the hit channel, but... Yeah, the Frieza one and Revelation F is just some of the best time I've written for stuff.
We were very reluctant to do this because, it needed a serious mental gymnastic and more bold approach, which, not all of you guys appreciate when we go that crazy, and we understand that, right? Because, we want to keep the what-ifs in a certain value of probability, right?
Yes.
But sometimes, going wild gives you good examples.
Hence why we have the April Fool what-ifs.
Yeah.
Yeah, we do that because that means we can have a bit more freedom. Craig Twitchell, can we get a what if involving the Black Star Dragon Balls?
GT Raditz.
Yeah, GT Raditz. There you go. GT Raditz has that. That'll answer your question. And then Craig comes in. What if Jiro fused with Elmo Binks? The ultimate childhood nightmare for many people. And,
I'm not answering this one. Nope.
yeah. Craig, always trusting to squick out have. And Le Chapeau Noir, merci beaucoup for your saying they're French and love the stories, especially the one about Raditz. Oh, awesome. Sacre bleu, almost. Sorry, I know that's mean. But no, thank you very much for being here, Le Chapeau. Okay. Next one is Joey Kent. What if Bardock and Kakarot were sent to Earth together? Gine knocks Bardock on the head into the pod with Kakarot to save her two boys. If it's just simply knocking him out, next time he comes out, it's like, oh hey, cool, yo, you two boys gonna be okay? All right, cool, peace, and then he would just fly off. Because we've done this before. Bardock is not a person who's going to be a homemaker and stay in one place. He's going to use this freedom to go off and do other things and get stronger and then maybe try Frieza again. So, yeah. He wouldn't be a father in that traditional sense.
I'm going to do what I did for Frieza, but for myself.
I'm just going to go and get some space milk. Bye. Oh.
Space 6. Oh, no.
No, blue milk. It's blue milk.
Yeah.
Yeah. Elder Pilfer, thank you very much for your super chat. Shark Jumping Walrus. Imagine the dragon team meeting an evil dragon that acted like Larfreeze, absorbing energy, and people using crystals who it can then use to fight for it. I mean, hey, if we can get some more interesting dragons, I think we'll all be for that, because quite frankly, you know, I feel like...
I'm 99% sure Toyotaro wants to do a storyline with an evil dragon.
Yeah, one day. One day. I feel like in the next couple of arcs, we will see an evil dragon some way. Doje Me, you know, you forgot an underrated girl in your video. Suno from the Muscle Tower arc. Well, you see, that's the thing. She almost made the list, but didn't quite, because she didn't really do as much as the other ones had done in my list. But she was certainly close. If this was a top 20, she'd be on it. But
also, you are you guys are proof that she is remembered and not so underrated, because I think in most what ifs, when I look at that, there are always Suno questions in every single of our what ifs. Almost every single one, there is a Suno mention. So she isn't that, forgotten and underrated, because fandom seems to really like her.
Red Dragon, I know you say I forgot GT Pan and Bulla, but they're not underrated. I mean, that's the thing, but because people know about them. Because people hated Pan. And people were, like, really creeped out at the way Bulla was designed. In that she's younger than Pan. Oh, no, she's 1 year older than Pan. But then looks like she's dressed as 14. Like, ew. Alright, Saint Fisto was talking about the portable holographic spacesuits. Oh,
yeah, no. What I said.
Oh, yeah, no, we did. No, thanks, Fisto.
Yep.
Vulcan. Christmas what if for 2022? What if Raditz went to Earth with Goku? I think now that we've done what if Raditz went to Earth instead of Goku, I think that would be a bit redundant. And April Fool's 2022, what if Raditz and Nappa turned good? Again, I feel like we would then do that for a crossover instead of an April Fool. What if?
They are basically in Goku Bitroshi have turned good. Like, they are both nicer and closer to being good guys than Vegeta and Goku are, really.
Yeah. No, I would agree.
All for Saiyans as a team. 5 with Trunks, so...
Yeah. Okay. Elder Pilfer, can you send it again, please? My website contact thing's been a bit funny lately. If you could just send it to me again, like, just forward it to the same address, I might be able to see if I can get it now. I've been on the blow to WordPress about it. It's been a bit annoying. But yeah, Elder Pilfer, just get on touch. Send it over again. Okay, Vulcan. What if Gohan was a fashion model instead of a scholar? No difference, really. Hey, so long as Gohan's happy, that's okay. You know? Hey, being a fashion model will probably be a little bit simpler than being a scholar. You know? Instead of a conference, he'd be saying, I gotta get to West City, it's Fashion Week! You know? And I think Gohan could rock some duds.
Yeah, and he would have that awesome fashion walk for a fight.
Banan or Bansan from Supper, or Tamenegi Taman from Onion for Raditz and Launch's son that is older than Gohan. Which is better? Thoughts on these names? Bansan, I think, is a bit more of like, you know, a bit more different. And it definitely sounds like Goku going, "Bye, son! Bansan!" All that stuff brings back memories almost. But yeah, Bansan, I would say I prefer. Saint Visto, what if King Piccolo came back as a Jiangshi?
Oh, that's interesting. He would hop angrily.
Oh, like a Chinese hopping vampire. He comes
Oh
back as a zombie.
no! Yeah. Oh no, he's theatrically coming at me. We would learn Chaozu's backstory.
Yeah, that would be good character development for Chaozu. Hey, I wouldn't
Yeah,
complain
it
about
would
that.
be interesting if he returned into like Chaozu-centered story arc, and if Chaozu has beaten him. That would be interesting.
Yeah. Jared Glasspool, what if the average human had the power level of 8,000, making Earth stronger than first assumed? Well, I mean, if they all had a power level of 8,000, it would actually make Goku incredibly weak.
Yeah.
Like, it would make Goku incredibly unspecial. Like, Roshi would have had a power level of something like, well, I don't know. Like, probably... Oh, I don't know. It would certainly be a curious venture, almost. I definitely find that a bit hilarious.
Yeah, Mr. Satan would be at the level of Ginyu at least.
Yeah, I mean, exactly. I mean, because he'd be Mr. Satan, and he would be the ultimate, like, he'd be way stronger than everybody else. Like,
Yeah.
he'd be like, have a power of like,
Kim Roshi probably would be powerful.
yeah. I mean, conservatively, Hercule's power is like 20 times stronger than the average human.
Yeah.
So if he'd have a power level of 160,000. He'd be, yeah, as you said, go toe to toe with Ginyu.
Yeah.
That would be pretty epic. And Willow, how would you handle putting the false Super Saiyan form into the story, and how would you change it, if at all? I probably would have, if the false Super Saiyan thing was a thing, like almost like a bridge before Super Saiyan, kind of like what Super Saiyan Rage is between Super Saiyan 2 and Blue, that kind of thing. So it's like almost a bridge where you sort of have like some sort of benefits of Super Saiyan, but not quite. Like you have a times 20 multiplier. It's almost like Kaioken times 20, but a bit more sustainable.
You are not in control and don't differentiate enemies from foes. You
Yeah.
are kind of blinded by it.
That and your champion Christmas.
Yeah.
Exactly. All right. With that, that's the end of today's roundtable. We're all done. Thank you all so much for being here, and thank you very much, Hab, for being with me.
No problem, boss. No problem.
Cool. And I hope you all have a good rest of your day, and thank you very much for your contributions and your ideas. It's been really good fun, and thank you all for your suggestions and supporting the channel. It really does mean a lot. It means we can continue to be total nerds, and we love it. So look forward to... I think it's going to be Boxer Part 9 on Saturday. So that's going to be a good one. And Linus, this is my natural voice. Just so you know. Yeah, this is not a front. Okay. And with that, thank you all for your support and thank you for being here. Did you guys ever get to my video? Oh, sorry about that, Podo. Can you send it just one more time? I know it was...
I have it. I have it.
Yes, you do. So yeah, we'll have a look back through it. You sent me I think we sent the link on our little chat thing. So Hav, if you can just send that back to me again, that would be awesome. But yeah, Hav's got that with me. So Hav has been with me, and we do have it. So Hav will send it to me. Okay. Oh, here we go. Cool. I'll leave a comment on Nitpodo in a bit. All right. Take care, everybody, and once again, stay safe. Bye.